Today, boys and girls, we're going to review how to represent three-digit numbers. Before we do, let me remind you that three-digit numbers have a different picture for each place value. We have a big square representing the hundredths place, a 10 stick representing the tens place, and a 1 circle representing the ones place. So if I pull down pictures for each of them, I have now represented a number. So let's take a look at the number found in this box. Let's see. If I think about it, I have 100. I'm going to write that down quickly because I tend to forget things, and I wouldn't want to forget what my number is. So 100. And I have 10 with one 10 stick, and then I have 2 ones. So if I think about this, I'm really putting them all together, which is same as adding, and I end up with an expanded form equation of 100 plus 10 plus 2. For that number, I have 1 in the hundreds place, 1 in the tens place, and 2 in the twos in the ones place. So I have 112 as my answer. Let's try representing a few. If you take a look at this, here's a picture which has 100 boxes, 10 sticks, and 1 circles. Well, what number is represented here? Again, I'm going to go and look at the picture for each place value. Now there's 2 squares, so I'm going to count them before I write my number down, counting by 100s. 100, 200. Let me write that down. So I have 200. Then I'm going to add in my tens. I'm going to count by tens to see how many I have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I'm going to write down my 70, and then I'm going to add in my ones. Let me count those to see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I put those together, this picture represented by 200 boxes, 7 10 sticks, and 8 ones is the same as 200 plus 70 plus 8. So I'm going to put a 2 in the hundreds place, a 7 in the tens place, and an 8 in the ones place, giving me the number 278. And that is what this represents. Let's look at it differently. Let's take a number, and what would I need to use to be able to represent that using the pictures that I've used in the previous numbers? Well, let me start with this number, 193. What does it really equal? Well, if you think about it, it has a 100 in it. So I'm going to write my 100 down. Then I'm going to add in my 9, but that's not a 9, it's a 90, so I'll write my 90 down. And then I have a 3, so I'll add in my 3. So my expanded form equation for that number would be 100 plus 90 plus 3. Well, I can take my drawing and do exactly that. I have 100. And then I will make 90 of these using 10 sticks, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then I go back. I need my ones. 1, 2, 3. Let me check to see if I represented this properly by counting it out. Let's see. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 191, 192, 193. So as I write a number, I can think about how to represent it using a drawing. And when I see a representation, I should be able to figure out by breaking and expanding it apart, what number is it really?